Alright, so today we're going to go over a really amazing prompt that helps you create your own lead magnet. Essentially something that you can give out to people for free to get emails and generate leads. So this prompt is extremely beginner friendly. All you have to do is copy, hit paste, hit enter, and then you're pretty much good to go. You can copy the prompt from the description of this video or the pinned comment, depending on what YouTube allowed us to do. But once you have it, like I said, super beginner friendly, copy, hit paste, just like so, and this is what the prompt looks like. So as we see here, it says, "You are my lead magnet builder. Your job is to create a freebie people actually want, plus the landing page copy and promotion plan to get signups." So basically to help us come up with this product that we'll be giving out for free to generate leads for our real product that we'd be selling in the future. So once again, when you have this, you'd put it into ChatGPT as like such, or you can put it into projects mode, which is something we typically prefer, but for today we'll just do it in a standard chat, and you go ahead and click enter. Once doing that, it's going to start asking us a series of intake questions. Now, these intake questions are just to get an idea of what we're trying to build and what our niche is. So answering these as descriptively as possible is in your best interest. That's how you can get the most out of most of the prompts that we provide here. So as we see here, what niche is the lead magnet for? So I'm going to go ahead and answer each of these intake questions. There's several of them. I'm going to answer each of them and then come back. That way I'm not spending the entire video going one by one, answering them and taking the time that it takes to do that. We'll just go over it super quick when I get back. Alright, so I went ahead and answered all of the intake questions, and I went with a theme that we've used in a couple of our videos. So basically I'm saying we're working in the anxiety recovery field. So what niche is the lead magnet for? I said anxiety recovery. Then it goes and asks, who is the ideal subscriber? I said beginner to intermediate anxiety sufferers wanting improvement. Now obviously adjust this to your niche and your goals, and even if you don't have one, you're trying to figure one out, you can ask ChatGPT to help you with that. Just try to be as descriptive as possible and maybe even add more details than I added. That way you'll get the most out of it. I was being quite general just to see what we're going to get from it. So as we see here, what is the number one painful problem they want solved today? I just said how to manage and begin recovery. What is the quick win you can give in 5 to 15 minutes? I said how to respond correctly to symptoms and to start making progress. What format do you want? I went ahead with B, which is a PDF mini guide, but they give a bunch of options, and you can even ask for more if you don't like these. Then number 6 goes ahead and asks what platform will you deliver it on. I said Gumroad works, but you can choose which you prefer or ask for other options. What do you want to sell after? I went ahead and said a full guide in line with the other stuff that we've mentioned in previous chats. What tone should it be? I went with direct, calm, and friendly, which fits this niche, but it depends on whatever it is that you're doing. And then ask any constraints. I went all of the above because it actually gave some pretty good examples of what maybe we should be avoiding. And then next it says, what is your main traffic source? I just said all short form platforms and some YouTube long form. Then it goes ahead and says that it has enough now and begins to help us create the lead magnet. So we see a lead magnet concept. A simple mini guide that shows anxious people how to respond to symptoms without feeding fear, checking avoidance, or panic. Best angle to stop treating every anxiety symptom like an emergency. Then it gives us a bunch of name options, and it gives us the one it believes is the best pick for SEO, which is the Anxiety Recovery Quick Start Guide. That way it's clear, beginner friendly, broad enough for anxiety. Then the actual lead magnet content. So it gives us this, how to respond to symptoms without feeding the fear loop. Simple disclaimer. Then it goes and tells us for page 1, as you see here, why anxiety feels so convincing. Page 2, the fear loop. Page 3, and it's basically building it for us. We can go ahead and literally just copy paste it or use it as a template that we want to, make it sound in our own voice. But in my opinion, you're probably better off, rewriting it a little bit, or using the prompt that we utilized in another video where we have ChatGPT actually learn how to speak in our voice. But if you don't do that, then it's best to probably just add your own little touch to it. That way it doesn't sound too AI-like, if you know what I mean. Then we see here page 4 goes over each page and then step 2. Like it basically helps us build the lead magnet, then says, step 2 is also part of this. As we see here, step 3, step 4, step 5, then page 5. These are just everything that we can include in this mini guide, which seems pretty comprehensive. Then finally, it says quick start section, how to use this in 2 minutes. Goes ahead and says pick one symptom, breaks it down. This is also included in the guide. God, it's pretty comprehensive. Opt-in page copy, headline options, For instance, stop treating every anxiety symptom like an emergency. Gives us the bullets, who's it for, who it's not for, everything that we need to understand about what we're doing and who we can be marketing it for. Then it gives us some CTA options. This is how we're going to actually promote the product, well, the free product, in our content. So for instance, get the free guide, send me the guide, download the free guide, start here, and it gives us the best CTA, so get the free guide. Minimal disclaimer that we should do in each video or at the bottom in the description of each video for this specific niche. And then the email welcome and sales bridge. That way we can actually promote the product in the long term. So once again, it's that simple, basically just to create the free product. Everything that we've seen above up until the quick start section over here was pretty much the free guide that it built for us. Once again, it'd be best to edit it, but that was pretty comprehensive. Then we see here a 7-day promo plan. So this goes ahead and tells us how we should go about promoting the actual guide itself. So as you see here, for instance, day 1 hook. If anxiety symptoms keep scaring you, this is where I'd start. Caption: most people do not stay stuck because they have symptoms. They stay stuck because every symptom turns into a crisis. Then it basically turns into comment guide, and I'll send it how to basically promote our free ebook, or free guide in this case. Then we see 3 pinned comment CTAs for YouTube. It gives us some options of how we can do that. 5 reply to comment scripts, other things we can do to continually promote. So basically this whole prompt that we have here is to create, or to either create it if you guys just want to copy paste it, create a lead magnet, or help you create it where you can take it, edit it a little bit, and it's pretty much good to go. It then provides us all kinds of ways that we can start to promote it, the best ways to do so, and the best ways considering search engine optimization. Then we see here, finally, just a quality check. Quick win is clear. It basically gives us the quick check for the thing itself. And, pretty much just a summary. So we see promise is cautious, no cure claims, no guarantees. Bridge to paid guide is natural. Works for TikTok, IG Reels, etc. Best CTA tells us what the one we should be going with is, and the best freebie name that we should go with. Then any questions or things that we'd want to shift around here, we can talk to ChatGPT at this point because it helped us create it, and it can help us edit it if there's things that we want to shift around. But it's that simple. By using this prompt, hitting copy, paste, hitting enter, and then basically just answering the intake questions as descriptively as possible, you'll get yourself a free lead magnet, just that simple. And then you can utilize that to generate traffic to your actual product and generate leads for an actual product, or at minimum an email list for the future. So that's about it. Once again, the prompt for this is in the description of the video or the pinned comment, depending on what YouTube allowed us to do. But hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.